Well, this is a discussion of our syllabus, take 7. So for those of you that had trouble doing your tapings, I have total sympathy for you. I have had trouble. I'd like to come up with a better word, taping this syllabus discussion. As a matter of fact, I have uploaded it onto YouTube, but there was no narration with it. So here we go again. We have a number of learning outcomes for this class, and one of those learning outcomes is, how do we see aging? How do we see aging through the multiple lenses of aging? Because there's more than one way to look at aging. Then we're going to delve into the longevity economy throughout the entire semester, here, there, and intensely here in the beginning, but we'll keep on it throughout the semester. Then we're going to be discussing differences between younger and older entrepreneurs. There are different levels of risk, different networking, different perspectives, the way entrepreneurs are perceived, and opportunities. We're going to look at what is entrepreneurship. How is entrepreneurship different than opening a simple business? We have an idea of what entrepreneurship is. And are we really an entrepreneur? Should we be an entrepreneur? Then what is the silver industry? What does that mean? And then the best part, we're going to take and apply what we learn. We're going to begin applying this right away, some next week. So application to me is the most fun part of the course, the most challenging also. So those are the learning outcomes. The learning outcomes are basically the same for you, whether you're a graduate or an undergraduate student. But there are different work levels for graduate students and undergraduate students. Both graduate and undergraduate students have reflection questions, but grad students, you have more. There are case study exercises and chapters and articles to read and to lead the discussion on in various ways to lead a discussion. And graduate students, you'll have more that you're responsible for. And then grad students, you're going to need to come up with a silver industry business, a product, a service. It sounds like, oh my goodness, I don't think I can do this, but trust me, you'll be able to do it. It'll just become second nature. You'll be walking down the street, driving your car, and ideas will keep popping in your head, and you'll be going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And it will be amazing to you, trust me. And in doing so, you'll need to do a business plan and do a pitch to your classmates. And you'll have an opportunity this semester to try to make money on it to win a prize. Undergrad students, you'll have reflection questions, just less of them. You'll be doing a case study exercise and also reading articles and presenting on them. But the fun part of being an undergrad is you have less to do, but you'll get to review what some of the grad students do. You won't have to present as much. You'll have the opportunity to take exams or do a business plan on a product or a service that you develop in the silver industry. Man, I encourage you to develop a product or a service because it is a lot more fun than taking an exam. And they both will take about the same amount of time. Speaking of time, well, let's talk about the Wellspring Innovative Idea Competition first. This is something for this semester only. And Wellspring, which is a large nonprofit, it was at one time only a continuing care retirement community, but now is branched out into many tentacles in the community, is offering a competition for a, pardon me, as I pause for a moment. I'm sorry about that. I needed to clear my voice. Is offering a competition, as I was saying. The difference is that there is a set business plan, slightly different than we were going to use, and we'll work within that business plan during this course, although I'm going to also show some different options in business designs. The rules are attached to this week's README file. They're cash prizes. They're from $500 to $250 about that. There's an information session on February the 4th from noon to 1 p.m. Dr. Welsh on Monday, this coming Monday, the 25th, is having an information session at 5:30 to 6:20 in her class. I'm not going to be able to be there. I teach another class that I have to physically be in at that time. However, I'm going to see if someone can be there and take very good notes for everyone. The final presentation that will be where the pitches and the business plans, and there will be financials required, is going to be judged, is going to be out at Wellspring on the 13th of April from 4 to 5:30. The individuals living at Wellspring, and they are a very professional, well-educated group, will be the judges. So that is a twist, and it will be something quite challenging and something quite fun, to be quite honest with you. Okay, I have a real different philosophy for teaching this class. I follow the CEO of OXO, Alex Lee's philosophy. I want us to imagine this classroom and everything we're doing in it as we're working around a huge table. OXO, which is, they developed in the beginning only kitchen utensils, but now they're into other products. They develop ergonomic products, and his philosophy is you design for 99% of the population, not just for older adults, not just for the disabled, but for 99% of the population. Because if 99% of the population like it and use it, then it's a good product. And if you think about that, that's the way many of the products were designed for the baby boomers, the hula hoops, the silly putty, the yo-yo. But his philosophy is more than that. You work in teams. While each of you are going to probably develop your own product or service, you can work in a team if you so wish. But the team can be more than that. A team is where you could critique one another's ideas. And what I mean by critiquing is really saying and what that product needs, what's good about that product, what's faulty about that product, how that product can be better. And you do it, and you're tough on that. You're tough on the product. You're not tough on the individual, but you're tough on the product. And we're going to have more on that. I also believe in a developmental philosophy. Okay, Wassel, what does that mean? You learned earlier that I started out my first college career, and I didn't do so well. And I've had students that haven't done so well in the beginning of my courses. But I worked with them, and they caught on. And by the end of my course, they were doing well. I have never wanted to penalize someone for having trouble in the beginning. And as they grew and they developed and they got with it and they soared at the end, I wanted them to get rewarded for what they did at the end. I'm not the kind of person that really averages out a grade. So you know how you take some of those courses, say you have 10 exams, and you get a C, A, B, B. You get the picture. Maybe you flunk one or two of those exams. The professor's nice. They throw out the lowest grade and then everything's averaged. I'm not that kind of person. I look at how the student does across the entire semester. And if you have a trend where you are going up and growing, I reward that. It's very important for me to acknowledge growth. And that's what I believe. I also believe that students present on the readings. We're in a seminar. This is us all together. We're not lumps on a log. We're not just a bunch of matter sitting there. So we all work together. So I'm not going to be the only one talking about a reading. I'll add to it. But students present on readings that you're going to be choosing or will be assigned. And you also need to reflect on what others are saying. And when I mean present on readings, you need to tell what it's about and what you're getting out of it. Not just what's there. What is between the lines. What you're hearing, what you're feeling, what you're gathering, what you're pulling from other readings and synthesizing. Finally, I want us to have fun. It's really important to have fun together, to grow and have fun, because if we don't have fun in this course, it'll be a long semester. This is going to be a different course for me, because this course I love, and I love teaching it with the students, sitting in the coffee shop, laughing and talking and tossing ideas together. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that, because we're a asynchronous online course, but I'm going to work on that because I want it to be a great course. That's our class philosophy, and we're going to go forward. Thanks, and I look forward to knowing each one of you.